Fatality.
What's happening, guys? So, full time. Everton 1, Arsenal 0. Now, this is a game that's really pissed me off. And what makes it even worse is how we turned up. Even little old me knew how it was really going to play out. You know what I mean? Lose 1-0 to a team that hasn't won since October. New manager or not, there's no excuse. Everyone was shit. You know what I mean? Apart from Ramsdale. Like, he wasn't horrendous or anything like that. You know what I mean? Everybody else, shit. Not good enough. Especially up top. Saka had a shit game today. Nketiah had a shit game today. Odegaard had a shit game today. Martinelli had a shit game today. Until before he got subbed off. He was actually picking up a little bit. You know what I mean? But mainly the attackers. Shit. Not good enough. You know what I mean? How is it that we go to Goodison Park and lose again on the trot? Everton is another team we failed to score against this season. There's only two teams, Newcastle and Everton. Newcastle, I can understand because they have the best defence in the league. Everton were there for the penetration, and we couldn't even score a goal past them, man. You see what I'm saying about these teams, Everton and Southampton and all them teams? These ones that staring down the face of relegation. But when it comes to Arsenal, oh, we don't have to win now, mate. Told you. Told you all. Everton, they'll lose to West Ham. I said this since mid-January, right? For the preview of the Arsenal-Man U game. They'll lose to West Ham. They'll sack Lampard. That'll be the game where that's the tipping point now. Despite them being getting asses handed to all season. They'll lose to West Ham. They'll sack Lampard. Get another manager in. Just in time for the Arsenal game. And then they'll be a revamped Everton. And they'll play how they should have played all season. And what makes it worse is that we played shit. It's not like we played sick. No. We played shit. You know what I mean? You've got Odegaard, Saka, and Nketiah taking shots. And the ball's going pretty much out of the stadium compared to where it should be going. Now, some people could say, oh, this is just one game. Yeah, we were top of the table in 2014 until Liverpool smoked us 5-1. That was 8th of February. February is that kind of season. You know what I mean? This is capitulation season now. So, how we bounce back is going to be very telling of what we're going to do in the season. We ain't winning the league. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? And what's funny, yet again, this is the second game in a row. We took Partey off and then we'll go and concede. That just shows you how much of a one-man team we really are. You know what I mean? Because he's the only player to where, when he's not there, shit goes south. We bring on Jorginho and then we go 1-0 down. Doesn't look good for him, does it? But look how sick that, what's his name? Onana, something like that. Look how sick he played today. I think he was player of the match. He's a player I'd have took. He's a player that you would go for like. Partey comes off, he goes on. That's the kind of player you would sign if you wanted to replace Partey for should he get injured. No. Let's go with Jorginho. So you got Jorginho and Xhaka in the midfield. Now, Xhaka's not a poor player, but he's not necessarily reliable. He needs somebody very good next to him, which he does have in Partey. Partey makes Xhaka look better than what he is. Facts. And when you put Jorginho next to Xhaka, it's literally like pouring fuel into the fire. Now, Jorginho came on. He didn't look like a player that we should have signed. He didn't. For example, when we brought Trossard on against Man U and when he played against Man City, we looked at him and was like, yeah, you know, we can see why we signed him. Didn't see that with Jorginho. You know what I mean? I swear. You see, the thing is, it's clear. What's clear is the midfield is key. That's what's clear. Hence, the games we've lost, Saka either played 45 minutes or didn't play at all. Right? So you signed a player to try and replace him should he pick up an injury or whatever, and it happens to be a Jorginho. You see, if it was the case of we have Caicedo or we have that Onana, whatever his name is, I can't remember his name, from Everton, right? If it's a case of we've got the replacement for Partey already, we're just looking for one for Xhaka, right? And Jorginho's that replacement, it wouldn't seem as bad, even though I still wouldn't want it. Because we know, oh, you're there for if Xhaka's not playing. So at least if Jorginho's next to someone like Partey, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna look as bad. No. But Arteta sees something special in this guy. Now, I don't want to blame the fact that we conceded on him, right? It's just that, you know, the facts remain. When Partey doesn't play, we don't win. That's what's shown this season. He hasn't played a full 90 minutes with Arsenal losing a game. That just goes to show you. So when we look at it, we signed Jorginho as cover. We haven't signed a Partey cover. We haven't. You know what I mean? When we sold Vieira from Arsenal, shit changed. A fully fit Diaby changed that midfield. When he wasn't playing, we weren't looking the same. It seems that the defensive midfield role, a particular kind of Kante-like role, is crucial at Arsenal. Because when we have that, look at us. Look how we've been all season. You know what I mean? And we signed Jorginho as a backup for more midfielders when we were looking at man like Caicedo. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that you don't sign a player like for like. The most crucial player, you don't sign a like for like type of player. Because Jorginho is nowhere near anything like Partey. He's more like a Xhaka. So him and Xhaka, that's a like for like. We don't have a like for like for Partey. Nobody else in that team can fill the boots of Partey. They can't. The whole point of the January window was to sign somebody that can. But we see some in Jorginho. And then it just so happens he comes on and then we concede a goal, which makes it look like Agent Jorginho all over again. Another Chelsea player that's helping Arsenal lose. I'm not saying that's what he's doing. I'm just saying how it looks. I'm pissed off. Everton were always going to turn up. Everton know how to play against Arsenal, just like Southampton. This is why I hope they go down. I don't get drunk anymore, but I will if off the expense of Everton going down. I can't stand clubs like that. There's no space. There is no room for Premier League clubs that only want to play against Arsenal and nobody else. Fuck them. Sick of clubs like that. Do that against everybody else. This is why, despite being disappointed, again, I'm going to say it again, despite being disappointed of the draw against Newcastle, I can respect it. I can respect it. Don't respect dropping points to teams that can't fucking beat Tom, Dick and Harry. No way Jose and fucking Rique. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Literally there for the penetration. Again, that girl that sleeps with everybody around you, She slept with the whole town. She's let everyone here for free, but you have to pay a fee. That's Everton. There for the taking. Allowed everyone to penetrate. But oh no, I've got standards now. Arsenal coming to town, mate. That old fucking shit. So let's hope when we play Brentford, which I expect us to win, let's hope that the team fixes up, because Odegaard's been shit since the Tottenham game. You know what I mean? He's been shit. Martinelli started picking up a little bit just before he got subbed. He started picking up just a little bit, but he was still shit in the game. Really. Nketiah, you see, the thing is with Nketiah, right, is he makes the runs and he calls for the ball. But even the teammates know, no, that's not a good idea. There was times in that game today where Nketiah started running, he had his hand up to call for the ball, and the player that had the ball changed the mind. It was like, no, I'm not going to go there. Because no, we don't have that presence up top that we had when we had Giroud. We need a plan B when it's not when this is not currently not working. You know what I mean? Even if we had Jesus fully fit in this game, I think the outcome would have been the same. We need somebody with a tall presence up top. Because as long as we keep crossing the ball in, defenders are going to keep heading it out. And that shit's not working. The only way we were going to get through in this game is if we was to try and walk the ball in. And even when we tried that and we got down there, what were we doing? Shots off target. Bullshit. But we'll have to see. But we need a top presence. We need an alternative of where, okay, this is plan B now. You 6'4" striker, get on. Bam. You know what I mean? We need that presence. I remember when we drew at Old Trafford 1-1 in Wenger's last season. No, what is last season? It was when we drew 1-1 at Old Trafford. And Giroud scored the 89th minute equaliser. That game, that was the only way we were going to score. Because we weren't going to walk the ball in. No, nothing. Right? And I think it was Oxlade-Chamberlain that crossed it. Yeah, it was. It was Oxlade-Chamberlain. He crossed it and Giroud headed it in. 89th minute equaliser. That doesn't happen when you don't have a striker that's tall like that. Unless a striker just happens to be in a very good position and the defence just temporarily goes to sleep. Their defence wasn't sleeping today. But best believe you will not see a performance like that from Everton for the rest of the season now. Now, they've proved now I'm going to say Sam Allardyce. They've proved to Sean Dyche now, oh, we can win a game, mate. You know what I mean? At best, against Liverpool, they'll draw. Otherwise, they'll get just a slight few more wins than normal. You know what I mean? But I hope them man go down. Simply because I'm sick of teams that do that. You know what I mean? Be like that against everybody, and it can be respected if we drop points against you. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. You know what I mean? Instead of just, I'll just lose to everybody. But when it's Arsenal now, the fans were acting as if it was a Merseyside derby that they don't win. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Everton fans today, you would have thought it was a Merseyside derby. You know what I mean? That friendly ass derby that Everton never win. But when they do win it, like at Anfield in 2020, no fans were there. That's how pathetic they are. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm done with this video. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, follow the socials. And yeah, onwards and upwards. But we know what's going to happen tomorrow, don't we? Yeah, we know what's going to happen tomorrow. We know Spurs. There you go, man. Say 3 points.
What the hell's the matter with you? Let him go. Cut him off in the lobby and call the cops. You could have taken that guy apart. Now he's going to get away with my money.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
There you go. Thank you. So, we know tomorrow that Man City are going to go 2 points within reach of Arsenal, which means the Brentford game, we can't afford to be dropping points. And now that Man City are still in 2 more competitions, we have to take advantage. We have to take advantage. We don't play Europa League till next month now. So we have to take advantage. Anyways. Whatever, innit? Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.